Hello and welcome to this edition of Pass the Carrots, a weekly roundtable discussion featuring scintillating topics about the Lutheran North community, brought to you by the Lutheran North reporters, discussed by students and faculty of LHN. This week we have Senior Dan Green, Junior Noel Cucci, Mr. Hardy, and myself. And we will be discussing the topic of the dances ending at 9:30. Why the change? Let's pass the carrots and find out.
Well, it came as a complete shock to me. Dance was over before I knew it. They were turning on the lights. I was outraged. Absolutely outraged. I need that last 30 minutes for intimate, slow dances at the end.
You like the slow dances, do you?
I love the slow dances.
Because by the attendance at the slow dances, I would think that students don't like them, because only about 2% of the students actually dance. You know when the pack of girls sits around in the corner and no one actually goes over there to ask them?
Seems to me like most of the students don't like the slow dance.
Well, you know what? It seems to me if you have a date, you're more better off with the slow dances. It's the time to really connect, you know? And do you have kids? I don't think so. Here, I'll pass it.
There you go.
Well, adding on to what he said, if you don't have a date, you just kind of do stand in like that little pack of like your friends or whatever, but it's kind of, you're like lost. The slow dance comes on and you're like, oh, well, I don't have a date, so I'll just leave and go into the music room because this is pointless for me. But,
Pass the carrots. It's interesting, both of your comments, what you were saying about feeling either awkward because you don't have the date or feeling like you're with the date and you want to enjoy the slow music. Those are the types of complaints I often hear. As student council advisor, a lot of feedback I get about the dances is sadly tends to be negative feedback, and that's actually what led me to consider shortening the dances this last year. The complaints of people wanting to leave early, then they start just congregating in the music room to when can we go, and they seem really frustrated. So if people weren't using 3 hours of dancing, cut it down half an hour. You're not cutting away from everybody who wants to be dancing, and yet people can go at their leisure too.
My big point is, you spend 45 minutes at the beginning of the dance not dancing.
There's really no reason to increase it to a 3-hour dance when 45 minutes of the dance is standing around. If you'd like, we could have stand-arounds rather than dances, because that seems to be what you do most. In the mixer, the 30-year-old DJ had to get a big, huge circle and break dance before you guys actually started to dance. So I think that extra half hour that you don't get to dance, it's not wasted. Bam.
I disagree, but I agree because some people do go, I admit, some people go to the dance and they stand around in a circle. Well, if you're gonna stand around and talk to your friends, which you do on a regular basis, then don't go to the dance. But there's some people that go to dance every single song, no matter what, and they make it fun. That's me. I'm one of those people. I could care less. It could be a really bad song, and I'm still out there having fun.
Well, as Mr. Spock said in the movie Wrath of Khan,
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
Alright, fine.
Interesting thought, Mr. Hardy. Now, as a boogie master,
Agreed.
myself.
Agreed.
Right. Know where I'm going here?
no.
No, I want the carrot.
All right, I want the carrots. The dances should be longer. We're trying to make high school memories here, and I feel like I'm being shortchanged. It's my senior year. I want to enjoy these dances.
Then I'd say start dancing sooner.
Were you at homecoming?
No.
We were boogieing.
Can you confirm that?
I'd say it was only about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll cut the dances down by 20 minutes. Good?
But you shut the dance down about, what, 30?
So you'd like to go out, you can go out earlier. If we let you leave earlier, you can go out earlier. I would think you'd enjoy that.
If we left earlier?
Yeah, so you could go out and have fun with your friends, do other things.
If we left earlier?
Yeah, so you could go out and have fun with your friends, do other things. rather than just spend all the time here at North, go make your memories.
But the memories happen in North.
Only?
No.
But we should have lock-ins. 600 kids all locked in here for 12 hours. Let's make some memories then.
That'd be fun.
No, I don't think so.
It'd be a good time. You guys want a
I,
supervisor?
no, I don't want to
Exactly.
that.
Pass.
Exactly what?
Yeah.
Understand. Exactly.
Coming from like homecoming this year, being on court, it was terrible because court takes up like so much time, and then by the, I mean like I don't, that's fine, I understand that, but like by the time I got done with like pictures, and you can probably relate to this, like pictures and going up on stage and first dance and everything like that, there was like 45 minutes, almost an hour into the dance where you're not dancing with your friends, you're not with your date if you have one or anything like that, and like that was, I didn't like that at all. I mean, like, I understand it takes time to take pictures for every couple and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to move that fast, but I didn't, like, without that extra half an hour or two, it really cut into it. Like, I was only dancing for, I don't know, like an hour and a half maybe, and I really didn't like that.
Let me cut in here.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm homecoming king. I'm homecoming king. I did not have enough time to gloat. There was not enough time for my ego.
That's a good point.
What time did you show up at the dance, by the way, too? 'Cause you
I was
were
there
one of my
about-
first-
That's a good point.
What time did you show up at the dance, by the way, too? Because
I
you
was
were
there
one of my
about-
first in,
What time does it start? 7?
7 o'clock.
I think I was there around 7:10.
7:10. Interesting.
Or was it 6:50? I was
No,
supposed to
there
be
was
there early.
six-
I was there early, alright? I was there early. They started ripping my crown, my gown away. I was barely homecoming king by then, and
I think also
Shortchanged.
you're forgetting the fact that student council members have to stay and clean. And that extra half hour is really beneficial to them. They don't have to stay as long, they don't have to clean as long, and they get home in a decent hour. And there's a large group of student council members that have to do that.
I understand your plight with not having enough time and making memories, but I do think there's a smaller segment there.
If everyone was more into it, I think, like you guys were, it would make more sense. But you also got to remember there's other students involved and other faculty members that are cleaning up. That extra half hour is very beneficial to them.
Those were all very interesting points. Now let's have your final crunch.
As student council advisor, the concern for allowing kids to leave the dances when they want and to allow the student council members adequate time to get to their other social events, that's why the dances were shortened half an hour.
The fact that it's cheaper also is an interesting point, and we should not put that by the wayside. The big thing is, if you want to use the dance in all 3 hours, then you should dance for 3 hours and not stand around for 45 minutes.
I think that it was a bad idea to shorten it because it's not our fault. What am I supposed to walk around to every single little group and be like, why aren't you dancing? You came here to dance. I can't do that. So if they don't want to dance, then don't come. Don't ruin it for the rest of us that do want to dance.
I'm homecoming king. Bottom line.
That's it. Pass the carrots.
Enjoy your dessert.
And